All right, y'all. Hit the like button, follow, subscribe, enjoy the podcast. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Another episode, Shooting Park Podcast. Couple events last week. Just the PGA and then TGL. And then we got a few events coming up this weekend. LPGA is kicking off this weekend, so excited for that. Excited to have them back and be able to watch them a little bit. But we'll go ahead. We'll recap last week. So last weekend, you had the PGA, the Farmers Insurance Open, out there at Torrey Pines golf course in San Diego. Harris English -8 in first, Sam Stevens -7 in second, Andrew Novak -6 in third, and then Sung J M and Chris Ventura are -5 tied for fourth. So Harris won pretty subpar on Sunday. From being honest, he was one over, but he did get his fifth tour win at the event, so that was good. Good for him. Spent most of the day just kind of trying to hold on. He only hit 4 fairways on Sunday and 9 greens in regulation, so was not looking good. It was pretty impressive though that he was only one over with how bad he did look. But yeah, he was able to hold on. He was able to hold off Sam Stevens, who made a push to the top on Sunday with a 4 under performance. He fell just short on 18, but he is in first on the Ion Swing 5, so he did earn a spot in this upcoming weekend's tournament, the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. So that is good for him. Novak shot 2 over on Sunday, falling from second to third. And then Sung J M and Ventura both shot 1 under to place top 5 on the day. It wasn't a well-played tournament by anybody, really. But, I mean, Torrey Pines is a tough course. The weather wasn't great. There was a lot of wind. So I'm not really 100% shocked by the scores. Again, a little bit disappointing, but, you know, good for Harris English. He was able to pull it out, get his 5th win. And then obviously good for Sam Stevens being able to get to the top of the Ion Swing 5, so that he's earned his spot into this weekend's tournament, and I think one more tournament. But outside of that, the only other event we had was the TGL last week on Tuesday. It was Atlanta versus New York, so it was the best event they've had by far. It was actually a close match, and like everything was kind of pretty entertaining. Was a little bit disappointing. Atlanta held the hammer the entire time, didn't use it once, so that was a little bit weird. But outside of that, they won 4-0, posting a shutout, first shutout in the league. But it wasn't a blowout, which is nice. Like, both teams played pretty well. Justin Thomas played awesome. He hit 2 deep putts. That was pretty much the difference, because Atlanta hit their putts. New York just couldn't hit a putt, or they couldn't get a putt to fall. But outside of that, I mean, Justin Thomas, who was it? Justin Thomas, Billy Horschel, and I can't remember the other person on their team. He was a little bit more quiet, but those two were absolutely hilarious on the mic too, which is kind of what I think Rory and Tiger wanted this league to be, was a lot of fun, a lot of people just kind of messing around, talking, having a good time, just small things like that. So it was nice that it seems like these matches are starting to get more fun and like kind of enjoyable, and it seems like these guys are getting more comfortable, which is nice. So I'm excited to watch Atlanta the rest of the year, because 1, they played well, and 2, they were entertaining. So, but yeah, if you didn't watch it though, I would go back, look at some of the highlights, and look at Justin Thomas's putts, because they were awesome. And then Billy Horschel doing the Dirty Bird for Atlanta, because I guess Arthur Blank owns the golf club, so he had the Falcons chain on, and and was doing the dirty bird as he came out. For those who don't know, apparently that's a dance in Atlanta. So, on to this week. This podcast will be dropping a day early, so I'm gonna put some announcements on the Instagram and everything like that. But it's dropping a day early because TGL is playing on Monday this week, not on Tuesday. So they're going to play Monday at, I believe, 6:30 Eastern. Yeah, 6:30 Eastern. Boston versus Jupiter. The two creators of the league basically coming together to go against each other. Boston, you got Keegan Bradley, Rory, Adam Scott. Jupiter, you got Tom Kim, Kevin Kistner, and Tiger Woods. For the love of God, I hope Kevin Kistner plays better because he was atrocious that first week, or the first time that he played. Hopefully he's better so that it's actually an entertaining match to watch. Again, last week it was such a good match and was very entertaining and everything. I'm hoping that this week they can kind of live up to it, especially with it being Rory versus Tiger and, the two respective creators of the league basically playing against each other now. But yeah, that was all the events from this past weekend. I think there was a DP World Tour, but I didn't watch any of it. So, all right. Golf news past week was announced. Scotty and Jordan Spieth are making their respective returns to golf this weekend at Pebble Beach. So I'm excited to see that. Obviously, I mentioned that this was something that Jordan Spieth was eyeing up. And then Scotty did make the announcement that I guess his hand is doing fine, so he can come out and play. So he opened up as the favorite to win that tournament, as always, Scotty Scheffler. So, but very exciting to see those two make their return. Can't wait to see how Spieth plays. It's been quite a long time since he's played really well. So hopefully he can come out and at least make the cut and hopefully be top 10. But outside of that, St. Andrews was confirmed as the host of the 2027 Open Championship. So it'll be going back to St. Andrews, which is exciting. Obviously, very historical course, and just I kind of love watching everyone play there. So any chance that the Open can be there, I would love it to be there. So, but outside of that, LPGA is back this weekend. So, pretty obviously, world number one, reigning player of the year, Nelly Korda, coming back after a 7-win season last year. Major headline, and the one that I think everyone is kind of keeping an eye out on is her. I think she has 15 total wins on the LPGA, and 7 of them came last year. So she was absolutely out of her mind last year. I'm interested to see if she can keep up that pace of play, or if she might take a little bit of a step back. But even if she takes a step back, that's really not that bad, considering 7 wins last year is just insane. But outside of her, obviously Lydia Ko, Lilia Vu, Hannah Green, Charlie Hall, Rose Zhang, all some big names to keep an eye out on, especially in the majors. They all played really well in the majors last year. Obviously, Lilia Vu coming back from an injury played really well, and Rose Zhang, I think it's been 2 years since she was in college, but there's some big names. Definitely keep an eye out for them on the majors because most of them, especially Lydia Ko, Lilia Vu, both of them play out of their mind when the stakes are big. So I would not be shocked if both of them win a major this year. But shock of the year, I'm thinking Gabriella Ruffles wins a major. Played really well last year as a rookie. I think she came in third in Rookie of the Year, but she played really well. When she is on, she's very good, but she just hasn't really put together a full 4-round tournament yet. So I think if she can put a four-round tournament together, I think she can win. She can pretty much beat anybody if she can do that. It's just a matter of her doing it for 4 rounds. So I'm thinking it'll happen at a major this year. I think she's going to be the breakout star of the year. But outside of her, rookie that I'm keeping an eye on is former Ohio State standout, Callie McGinty. She was Big Ten first team selection, 1 victory last season with 4 top 10 finishes in 10 tournaments. So she played really well, obviously. And the Bristol native, Bristol, England, has played for England on multiple occasions, including the 2022 Curtis Cup. So I think keep an eye out on her potentially winning a tournament this year. I think she can win one this year. If not, I think she'll be placing in the top 10 at least 4, 5, 6 times. Like, she'll be up there. She can play. Watched her in college a little bit. Played really well. So excited to see her on the tour now. But yeah, so excited for the LPGA to finally be back. If you've watched anything about the podcast, I'm a big LPGA supporter. So very excited for them to be back. So we'll see how this first tournament goes. I know they had to change a couple of tournaments around. I think it's the second tournament of the year. The golf course was involved in the wildfires out there in LA. So I can't remember if it's the second or third tournament of the year. But I'll keep you guys updated on any changes that are happening when it comes to their scheduling. So, all right, upcoming events. So you got PGA, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, Pebble Beach Golf Links, Pebble Beach, California. LPGA HGV Tournament of Champions, Lake Nona Golf Course, Orlando, Florida. And then, obviously, like I said, TGL. Tonight, New York versus Atlanta, 6:30 Eastern Time. For my bets last week, the Matthew Pavon and Taylor Pendrith did not hit. Pendrith finished 7th. Pavon looked atrocious. So that did not hit. And then I picked Atlanta last week. That hit. So I think I'm 3 for 3 on my, I'm 2 for 1 on my TGL. Picked Jupiter last time, which I never should have did. Upcoming week, I am going with Jordan Spieth for top 10 finish for plus 400. I think he comes back. I think he plays well this week, and I think he gets himself a top 10 finish to get his season started. LPGA, Nelly Korda win, plus 350. Until I see something different, she's the player of the year. She's the world number 1. She had 7 wins last season. No reason to bet against her. So, yeah, I'm taking her at plus 350. And then for the TGL, I'm taking Boston minus money. It's minus 225. Jupiter looked atrocious last time. I can't imagine that they're going to be that bad again. And this is their second time playing in the SoFi Center. This is Boston's first, so they might be a little bit more ready for it, hopefully. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited to watch that tonight. And then again, obviously LPGA this weekend and PGA. If you got time, support the women. Go watch the LPGA a little bit. But also keep an eye on that Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Jordan Spieth, Scotty Scheffler making their comeback. So that's all I got for you guys. Quick one this week, but I'll keep you guys updated on when these are going to be dropping. I'm basing it all around the TGL schedule right now. So like I said, this one will come out a day earlier than normal, and then I got to look at their schedule and see if they're playing on Tuesday next week or if they're sticking with Monday. So outside of that, go watch some golf.